Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So today we've got the Byrna LE out. That's actually one of our biggest videos actually here on YouTube, is the Byrna SD actually. And then we did the Byrna HD and LE, I believe. Yeah, done a lot of Byrna reviews. I do like the Byrna. This is a less lethal option to firearms. Now there is a huge controversy or debate online here on the prepping community about a less lethal option to deal with situations. Now, I've said this before in every video, but people don't actually watch the videos all the way through. Don't take less lethal to a lethal situation, ever. All right, guys, so this is not a firearm, just so you know, because I've had the accusations of that. This is a CO2 cartridge defense tool. All right, it shoots a round pellet. This is the kinetic round, and it also has an eco-friendly target practice one and these OC pepper balls right here. These things are not fun to breathe in at all or get on your skin. I've actually done videos having the gas mask, I think even have the suit on, shooting this thing directly above my head in an enclosed environment, and the mask worked great, but any exposed skin was on fire from that OC round. Now with the Byrna LE, mine comes with 2 of the 7-round magazines. They are clearly labeled 7-round magazines, and each one has a hex key. Now the hex key is for the CO2 cartridge here. Like I said, this is not a firearm. It uses a CO2 cartridge. Now in this, let me unscrew this. You just use a magazine, unscrew it. Now they have many different types of platforms to use. I'm still trying to get hold of the assault style ones. So far I've only been able to review the pistols. So you got that there, and your CO2 round comes out. Now this, without this propellant, this is absolutely dead. Right now it's on safety, put it in fire position. There is no way, there's no powder, there's no way of this thing firing anything without this included. Yeah, I have to really explain that to people. So we did videos. There should be the video of the SD or HD popping up right about now.
The OC gas. All right. Oh! Step right in. Oh! Step right in. To the mist. Oh! Looks like a heart shot for me, folks. Right there. Oh! Right in the sternum. Oh! And that's the pepper round.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to miss that.
Yeah.
So that is the SD. Now with the CO2 round, I've had the questions many times. This is the LE, but also works with the SD and HD. You can put this CO2 cartridge in. You can travel with it in. You can store it. That's what we do. You can store it. You can have it in your vehicle. You can have it on your person, whatever. That CO2 cartridge does not leak out. The reason being is because it has not been punctured. You just tighten that down just like that, and you can go ahead and put your magazine in. Hex key is always facing you on that magazine. It is on the safe position. All right, this thing can be stored perfectly fine just like this. Now, if I go and throw the safety into the fire position and pull that trigger, CO2 is going to be entered into the system and it will fire. All right, now you can have it in the safe mode. You can pull the trigger, and what will happen was the CO2 will engage, Then you can throw it into the fire position with your finger off the trigger, and you got a full charge on that first round. So when I did the review on the SD and HD, I would just throw it in fire and to pull the trigger, and it wasn't giving the full hit like it should have been doing. All right, so I always put it in safe mode first, on safety, pull the trigger, it automatically fills up, throw it in fire, hit that trigger again, and you got the full effect. Now with this, guys, this is not a toy at all. All right, this is a less lethal option. Again, it's a 7 round. I want to point out, you see how these sights are up right here? That's because there is a round in the chamber. Now, it is perfectly fine right there. We will set that down. So that is all 7 of these rounds. And again, it's in safety. Now, doing testing with the LE, guys, I was knocking holes in watermelons. Yeah. The reason I say this is not a toy and it is a less lethal, but even though it's not a firearm, this thing can still maim and kill. All right, a well-placed round, you hit somebody in the head with this, you're gonna maim them up, or you may take them out entirely. So choose your shots wisely. Just depends on the situation. All right, now when is there a less lethal situation? Well, not all situations call for pulling out your 45 and blasting somebody, because if you do that, you're gonna be going down for murder. Because some situations you don't have the right to pull a firearm and shoot somebody. Less lethal option is a different story. Okay, so there are many different things, and that's the biggest argument I'm seeing about less lethal. All right, especially with the Byrnas. This is not a paintball gun. I've been hit by paintballs. Paintballs don't even hit even close to what this thing does. This thing hits hard. I've never knocked holes in watermelons with paintball guns. Now for the, well, you need to freeze paintballs and ride around. Are you looking for trouble? I don't look for trouble. All right, this thing here, you don't have to freeze or anything, but hey, you do you. This thing here, I've done reviews, I've done testing using myself as a test dummy. Best way to test something is actually test it, make sure it's good. This stuff hurts. All right, this thing can actually break bones. This thing can kill. With a headshot, eye shot, you're gonna mess up somebody, if not take them out entirely. So use this as responsible as can be. This is not a firearm, but it can be deadly. It is less lethal, but does not mean it's not lethal. Now with the OC rounds, the pepper balls, these things right here, guys. Now the impact does not hit as hard as the kinetic because they're designed to break apart and knock the powder out. Here should be a video right about now for you. So yeah, these things here, I was actually doing some testing with this. Byrna actually asked me, since I told them what the idea of my video I was going to do, they're like, well, maybe you could try to like take some of these rounds, breathe in the powder, and try to operate the Byrna while under the influence of this stuff. That didn't work out so well. I couldn't see, couldn't breathe very well, constantly coughing, mucus buildup. It was nasty stuff. So it's effective. It really is. Now in a high wind outdoor area, the powder might get dispersed away from you. But if you're dealing with a crowd, somebody's getting the effect of that. Now when it comes to the kinetic round, that's the gray rounds. Again, like I said, it was knocking holes in watermelons. Let me tell you how much it hurts. Let's see what it does against this thing. I mean, just got this from the store. Oh yeah, it definitely did an amazing job here. All right, so I got one ball kinetic round here, and this one here I took 2 shots from. I had my wife shoot me. Oh, it's about 20 yards away. I took one in the chest-ish area, and I decided to turn my back so I could take one in the back. This stuff here, I would not want to get hit in the spine with. I mean, you run a chance of paralyzing somebody. So yeah, I mean, this thing can break bone. There's enough force in the Byrna to break bone, guys. So this is, again, not a toy at all. There's a reason why you have to be 18 to own this. You have to be responsible with it. It's, you know, this thing hurts. All right. You're good. Oh. 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 Backside. Oh. Backside. Oh. Oh. Yow.
Oh.
Got something on the backside there.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not pretty.
She got me in the...
Kind of like with the bad guy repellent that they make, that spray. Now I did some testing on that. That had to be the hottest civilian spray I've ever dealt with. That stuff is nasty. I also come with a UV light and everything for, you know, identifying. One of the questions I did get from people is the holster. Where'd I get it? What brand? All that stuff. I actually got the holster on Amazon. I do know that Byrna does have their own design. This in here, you can hold a magazine. This particular one is called the Excellent Elite Spanker. There it is. The Excellent Elite Spanker. Amazon, also the one I had for the SD HD, that was also an Amazon one too. And it works just fine, all right, for what we need. Again, guys, that is no toy. I read the comments, well, that won't stop an attacker that's really determined to hurt you. Yes, it will, and I can say it will, because I'm the one who's been shot by this thing. I took 2 rounds off of it, and I don't want to get hit again. That's another reason why I'm not doing any videos with me getting shot up by it, because you can break bones and you can kill somebody with that thing. If you are a well-placed round, it's going to kill them. All right. But there's too much internet warriors that don't know jack. That's what it is. Anyway, guys, we are affiliated with Byrna. Again, like I've said before, we've done a lot of testing with their products. I like their products. I'm glad we have it in our household and vehicles and stuff of that nature, because there are times that less than lethal is an option. Now, is that the end all be all? Definitely not. If someone's coming at you with a firearm, you better hit it with lethal options. Okay? There are times and places less lethal. Okay? Dogs, stuff like that. It'll stop wild dogs. It'll stop aggressive dogs. It definitely will. I had comments, well, would you take that to bear country? And had to deal with cougars. I wouldn't deal with a bear with that. I was in West Glacier, Montana, and I put a whole clip of 9mm in a bear's face about 7 feet away. It shook it off. So no, I would not use that against a 800-pound bear. Absolutely not. Cougars, mountain lions, sure. Wolves, coyotes, absolutely. Wild dogs, sure, absolutely. A person, absolutely, is a deterrent. Absolutely is. But in a lethal situation, yes, lethal is the best. Now, if you're in the situation like I am, that you are still trying to get your firearm rights back, you can't own certain things. This right here is a perfectly legal option. Now, they say it's legal in 50 states. And the Byrna system is. There is one state, I believe it's Delaware. I spoke to a subscriber that says that you have to have a concealed carry for this. Now that's just some law up there. I don't know. Delaware, there you go. So I can't change that. Now, I did have people say that they cannot get hold of the OC rounds. Now that I do believe there are some states that you cannot own pepper spray, you cannot own pepper balls, things like that. So if you are in those states, they will be sending you a kit without that. They'll be sending you a kit with just the kinetic rounds. So that's just, hey, take it up with your state legislator, all right, your state lawmakers, because that's where that problem is. But the Byrna is a legal platform. It is a non-lethal system. It is not a firearm, because it uses CO2 and there is no explosion, propellant, or anything like that, chemical burn from powder, nothing. So yes, you can own that. So anyway, guys, I hope that you like the clips of me getting the shit shot out of me. I know I don't. But yeah, I want to address that because I love the product. Again, we're affiliated with Byrna. If you want to check them out, links are in the description. There's all kind of deals online for Byrna. There's other systems out there too. You know, I don't know the systems. The reason I don't know the systems, I can't promote them because I haven't tested them. If I got the product to get tested, get shot at and stuff like that, and actually feel the impact of it and kind of register what that is, then yeah, I could promote something like that. Right now, this is the company that reached out to me. It was Byrna, and yeah, they got a great product. All right, guys. Speak to y'all later.